Loving Rona is a romantic comedy, at least that's what we set out to do in the beginning. But while filming, it very easily started leaning a lot more towards drama than I had anticipated. We were able to strike a balance, and I think that came in the post-production. So what we did was, the first cut of the film was heavily on the drama side, and the second cut of the film was heavy on the comedy aspect of the film. So by the time we're watching the second one, we're now able to see, okay, this is too much. Okay, at this point, I think comedy is not needed at this point. This is actually a serious point in the film. So by doing that, I believe we were able to strike a good balance between the two. It's not my first feature. I co-directed a project back in 2017. It wasn't my first feature, but it was romantic comedy, and comedy I was comfortable with. Romance, not so much. So making the film came with a lot of challenges. A lot of challenges. One of them was the time. There was a lot of pressure in terms of the timing and how quickly the film had to be made and finished. So that led us to go about things in a not so standard way. It was a lot more bulky in terms of subplots and B-story and all that, but along the way, with the nature of production, it had to be rewritten, some things had to be taken out, some things had to be conjured up at the spot. I think with every project in the beginning, you have to do a lot more directing in trying to make sure that you have shaped the characters. You and each of the actors are shaped and formed the right characters in their mind, and then once that is formed, you just let them go, throw them into situations, throw them into the scenes, and just see how it goes. We had a strong vision of making the best film that we could possibly make with the resources and provisions that we had at our disposal. So putting together the team was a no-brainer when I knew the challenges that we were going to face, how unpredictable some situations might be. I needed to have a crew that I could rely on. I mean, if you're going to be facing a huge amount of uncertainty, having a certain crew would definitely help with that. And so picking the crew was a no-brainer. These are people that I have worked with over the years. These are people that I have developed a personal relationship with them. They're like brothers. In terms of my approach to directing and making the film, I really wanted the audience to go on a journey. So the film starts on a very high note and eventually starts to slow down. That for me has always been what the experience of a movie should be about. It should take you on a journey. It should not just be stale, it should not just be flat or true. So the movie starts on a very high note and right around the inciting incident, and things take a drop briefly, and then things go off the roof again, and then eventually a drop, and then things just begin to steady and to the end of the film. Like with every project that I've always worked on, I like to work with a lot of references. Most of them happened to be South African movies, one of which, or a big one, was Seriously Single. I took a lot of cues, hints and ideas from that film across, especially in the visuals, and hopefully it turned out well. What I think the audience should take from it. First and foremost, we're in the entertainment industry. I think that should be at the core of whatever it is that we're doing to entertain. So if you ask me, I think that should be the first thing they should take out of it. They should be entertained. But underneath the fun and the laughters and the jokes, there should be some little underlining spark that should not change people, but at least it should ignite a thought pattern in them that could eventually lead to a change in them.